The American farmer has been the foundation of our country since it began. His work is to be admired by all. And for over 30 years, one American farmer has been providing agricultural products that have made our country's farms even more productive.
I started out of the basement of my house in Ankeny, Iowa, and I was born on a farm. I've always enjoyed being around farm chemicals. We manufacture a lot of products, and all our products are very high quality, and we make sure that when we go out that we don't have any mistakes and everything is tested very thoroughly, and we use the best ingredients that we can get to put in our products. Basically, when you buy our product, we are here, we're on the ground inside of the United States, and if there's a problem, we're around to take care of that problem. And I have my own farms, I use all my products on my own farms, and I feel very comfortable doing that.
We are an American-owned company. We have representation in the field. If there are any issues with our product, we're very quick to service it and follow it up. We have highly automated and cost-effective and efficient packaging and formulation and mixing and manufacturing facilities in St. Joe, and we have to be able to do that so that we can stay competitive and be able to provide the farmer a good value and a consistently high-quality product.
American made is just better because it's here, it's not going anywhere else.
We always are very careful about buying quality, and when we buy quality, you know, it's always the best buy, and GlyStar Gold has certainly fit that really well.
When you see that GlyStar Gold, you have those assurances that it's made here in the USA, and those things have been looked into. It makes me a little nervous to think about buying the products made overseas. It certainly does, and I don't use them.
We started several years ago to find a way to build a better glyphosate formulation, and we tried to find something that would put more spray on the target, resist rolling off the leaf. You know, once you spray a leaf, the droplet hits the leaf and it can just roll off, because leaves aren't always, you know, perpendicular to the spray. They're, you know, angled and at all different angles, and so when the spray drops down to the target, sometimes it just runs off. GlyStar Gold is the only glyphosate formulation in the United States that uses a special microgel technology that forms a microgel droplet, in effect, that resists drying out and resists bouncing off the target surface. In the case of GlyStar Gold, this microgel technology enables that spray droplet to stay moist on the leaf longer so that it can be absorbed into the plant tissue, into the leaf, easier. You're not as prone to lose some of your active ingredient because it dried out or crystallized.
Polymer helps with drift, it helps with contact and absorption on the plant. It really almost creates like a gel-like droplet on that plant so that you don't have that droplet drying out quickly. More of the product gets to the plant and leaf surface and stays there and is absorbed by the plant, which is why it's more efficacious on tough to control weeds in difficult environments.
I saw it in my research. When you apply this product, it has that polymer in the surfactant system. It does a fantastic job. You can look around and see that you've applied it because it has this sheen on the crop and on the weeds.
And the bottom line is that chemicals ending up on the leaf surface and being absorbed by the weeds that you're trying to kill. And so you can tell when you spray this stuff that it's different than every other compound that's in the market from a glyphosate standpoint.
Very efficacious on especially water hemp pigweed and ryegrass. Definitely showed a little bit of more effectiveness on these species. It was earlier at the lower rate, so that meant it was getting into the plants a little faster.
GlyStar Gold is a product I recommend because I don't have any reservations as far as selling it to my customers, because I know that the product's going to work, and I know the company is going to stand behind their product if there ever has been a problem.
GlyStar Gold has been pre-optimized to integrate with the leading spray deposition and water conditioning adjuvants that are used today.
It's just friendly to use. It's not a problem with the tank mix, it's not a problem with foaming, and it's also a product that we can trust. We're not concerned about what's in there or what surfactant is mixed with it. It's been something that's worked very well for us and provided what we wanted out of that chemical. One thing that we've gotten into on some of the different glyphosates is we had a foaming problem. You're always in a hurry, and you don't want that kind of problem when you're trying to spray. Things that don't tank mix well creates problems for the user.
It's superior from a foaming standpoint. There's little or no foam at all compared to our competitors, so it's very easy and very functional to handle. It mixes with all other herbicides and other additives that you can put in it.
The GlyStar Gold did not foam at all, and we just felt like from that point on, I felt like it's a good product to buy, and it really fit the needs that we needed there.
We showed that GlyStar Gold, with the package that it had, did not show any problem. It was even better than most of the products on the market today on safety to the cotton crop. I used it on corn also. I didn't see any problem with corn, and also on soybeans.
When you go out to spray a crop that you've got that much money invested in, you don't want anything that's going to damage that crop, and that's why we've been very impressed with the Gold product. That it's labeled for Roundup Ready Flex. It's safe to use, it doesn't foam, and it's done a very good job controlling our weeds as well.
We've always seen good crop tolerance to GlyStar Gold. It's always worked well for us. Zero as far as any kind of crop burn. It just has not given us any problems at all in that.
We get hot and we get dry real fast, and it just seems to me that the GlyStar Gold, we were able to run it in a little hotter conditions and a little bit drier conditions, and are still getting good results on killing weeds.
Not only is it safe to cotton throughout the season, it also has very good activity. And say when your environmental conditions are not just perfect for good activity from glyphosate products, i.e. up in the Midwest when it's dry winter and a dry spring, and these weeds are growing, but they're not growing very fast. So therefore, a product like this would be very useful in those areas, and also if it's very cool.
It's not the cheapest chemical on the market, because that's the way we've differentiated from that versus the foreign imported glyphosate. Because when you get too cheap, you know something's possibly wrong. And this has been, it's been an economical option for us, but yet it has been differentiated from some of the things that we want to steer clear of in the market today.
More economical than some of the national products you may find out there, and we find it to be not only more economical, but just as good a quality and also as good a performance.
GlyStar Gold, first of all, it's less expensive than the leading national brands here in the U.S. And when you compare it to some of the very cheap or low-priced imports that come in from overseas, GlyStar Gold has been formulated to be free of the impurities that sometimes can show up in imported product.
This has a unique and exclusive polymer surfactant in it. With that, it does some unique things. It's a very safe to fish and to wildlife.
It also has a very safe aquatic toxicity profile. Through independent laboratory testing, we found out that it is 100 times safer than the leading national brands of glyphosate. GlyStar Gold is approved for use on all Roundup Ready crops, and it will work safely and effectively, and it doesn't have some of the impurities that can show up, particularly in low-cost imports. These impurities can sometimes lead to crop injury or damage.
For me, when it comes to glyphosate, it comes down to its effectiveness, the safety upon the crop that you're applying it to, such as Roundup Ready cotton, and price. And when you can put all those three things together, when you can get a product that you're comfortable with, a product that's good for your crop, and a product that is priced right, it's a very easy decision after that. And so far, GlyStar Gold has provided all of that for me.
Made in America by an American farmer. Proven efficacy, unique formula, mixes well with low foaming characteristics, safe for your crops, favorable pricing, and works in adverse weather with a safe aquatic toxicity. GlyStar Gold has it all. Start getting the results from your Roundup Ready glyphosate that you want and need. Ask your local farm supply retailer about GlyStar Gold today.